to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
It was supposed to be just another night of celebration at a major Hollywood event, the Bet After Party. A night that promised music, laughter, and excitement, a chance for the stars to unwind after the glitz, the performances, and the endless red carpet cameras. Yet, for one family in particular, this night took a turn no one could have anticipated. What should have been an evening of joy spiraled into a spectacle of chaos, capturing the attention of fans, celebrities, and the entire entertainment world. The center of the storm was Teyana Taylor's mother, a woman long known for her protective instincts and unwavering dedication to her daughter. On this night, she was captured on camera delivering an emotional, fiery rant, her voice trembling with anger and raw frustration. The moment was unfiltered, intense, and unforgettable. In that instant, she publicly criticized Iman, her daughter's husband, accusing him of being a primary source of emotional pain in Teyana's life. Her words carried weight, the kind of weight only a mother, watching her child struggle, could summon. She called out Iman for his role in the strain Teyana faced while attempting to balance her burgeoning career, family responsibilities, and the relentless glare of fame. "Fame has ruined my baby," she shouted, the quiver in her voice betraying the depth of her anguish. Fans, accustomed to seeing Teyana and Iman as the perfect couple, were stunned. The video spread like wildfire across social media, igniting debates, discussions, and a flurry of reactions that encompassed admiration, shock, and concern. Some viewers wondered if this was merely a moment of venting, exaggerated by the camera and sensationalized by the internet. Others interpreted the outburst as a candid revelation of the hidden struggles Teyana had endured for years, a rare glimpse behind the carefully curated public image. The clip circulated rapidly, shared thousands of times on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Comments poured in, each one dissecting the events, speculating on motives, and debating the authenticity of the mother's claims. Was she simply protecting her daughter from the hazards of fame? Or was there a deeper story lurking beneath the surface that the public had yet to uncover? Fans who had followed Teyana's career closely began to notice cracks in the seemingly flawless facade of her marriage, recognizing the subtle pressures of fame that may have affected her mental and emotional well-being over the years. The intensity of Teyana's mother's words left no room for doubt. There was more going on than anyone had realized. But the most pressing question, lingering in everyone's minds, was whether this would signal the end of Teyana and Iman's relationship. And if it did, what would the repercussions be for their family, their careers, and the loyal fans who had watched their lives unfold with admiration and envy? To understand why this particular outburst was so shocking, it's essential to examine the complex history of Teyana and Iman's relationship. For years, they had epitomized couple goals, presenting a picture-perfect union on social media. Their feeds were filled with snapshots of laughter, intimate moments, family milestones, and travels that showcased the love and stability of their partnership. Outwardly, they seemed to have it all: a thriving career, a beautiful family, and a bond that appeared unbreakable. Yet, as is often the case with celebrity relationships, appearances can be deceiving. Behind closed doors, the story was far more nuanced. Teyana, known for her independent spirit, had always valued freedom for herself and for her child. She championed creativity, self-expression, and emotional openness, striving to cultivate an environment where her daughter could flourish without constraints. She wanted her child to grow up unencumbered by rigid expectations, to explore her own identity freely, and to embrace the opportunities life presented without fear. Iman, in contrast, approached fatherhood and family life from a more protective stance. He feared the dangers lurking in the world, particularly under the constant scrutiny of the public eye. In his view, raising their daughter in such an environment necessitated firm boundaries and structure. This difference in parenting philosophy, though long simmering beneath the surface, had grown more pronounced over the years, despite their efforts to maintain a united front for the sake of public appearances. The tension between them had begun to surface. Teyana's career continued to ascend, but with each step forward came the relentless challenge of balancing her personal and professional life. The pressure to maintain a public image, to meet the expectations of fans, media, and industry peers, and to protect her family was taking its toll. Teyana, despite her resilience, was struggling under the weight of fame, and those closest to her could see the strain becoming more pronounced with each passing day. The differences in approach to parenting and career management only widened the rift. The tension, once subtle, could no longer be ignored. Teyana's mother, who had always been a steadfast supporter, was the first to voice concern. Having observed her daughter's daily challenges, the tightrope walk between personal autonomy and public expectation, she could see the emotional and mental toll taking shape. Teyana's mother recognized that her daughter was being constrained in ways that were affecting her well-being, and she feared that the situation would only worsen without intervention. From her perspective, Iman's insistence on being involved in every decision, coupled with his protective tendencies, was inadvertently stifling Teyana's autonomy. It was not merely a matter of family disagreement. It was a matter of watching someone she loved struggle under pressures that could have been mitigated. To her, this wasn't about control, it was about survival. It was about ensuring that her daughter could live authentically, even in a world that demanded conformity. Iman's family, predictably, responded differently. They defended his actions as those of a devoted father, intent on safeguarding his daughter from the pitfalls of fame. From their perspective, his involvement was an act of responsibility, not a means of control. They argued that his protective instincts, although occasionally overbearing, were motivated by love and a desire to ensure the safety and well-being of their child. Any criticism, in their view, was a misinterpretation of his good intentions. As the video of Teyana's mother went viral, the situation escalated beyond anyone's expectations. Social media became a battlefield. Fans weighed in with passion, taking sides, defending one family over the other, and dissecting every word, gesture, and nuance of the confrontation. The response was polarized, reflecting the complexity of the situation itself. Some praised Teyana's mother for her courage, recognizing the depth of her concern and the intensity of her love. "She's just trying to protect her," one fan commented. "Teyana has always been strong, but this is too much for anyone to handle." Many echoed this sentiment, emphasizing that the public often forgets the human element behind celebrity personas, the struggles, sacrifices, and silent battles that rarely make headlines. Conversely, others criticized the public airing of private grievances, arguing that exposing family conflicts to the world only amplified the tension and scrutiny. "Now everyone's involved in their business, and it's only going to get worse," wrote one social media user, reflecting the fear that the situation could spiral beyond repair. These voices highlighted the double-edged nature of fame. While it brings adoration and opportunity, it also magnifies personal struggles, leaving families vulnerable to public judgment. What had started as a private matter of family dynamics and parenting philosophies had now become a public spectacle. The conflict was no longer confined to Teyana and Iman. It involved their families, their supporters, and an audience eager to witness drama unfold. The divide that once remained hidden beneath smiles and carefully curated social media posts was now laid bare for all to see. What had been a disagreement over parenting and personal autonomy had evolved into a full-blown family crisis, one that could not be easily contained or resolved. The emotional toll on Teyana and Iman was palpable. Living under the microscope of fame while navigating the complexities of a strained relationship placed immense pressure on both of them. Each public reaction, each comment, and each viral clip contributed to a growing sense of instability. Yet, the public reaction continued to intensify, fans digging in to defend their favored side, creating an environment of division and heightened scrutiny. The video of Teyana's mother's outburst did more than reveal a family disagreement, it exposed the scars left by fame, control, and the constant pressure to maintain an idealized image. It was a reminder that behind the glamorous lives of celebrities were human beings, vulnerable and imperfect, struggling to reconcile personal happiness with public expectation. What had begun as a private moment of pain had transformed into a reflection of societal pressures, asking difficult questions about autonomy, love, and the cost of visibility. The turning point came when Teyana herself addressed the situation. Posting a heartfelt message on Instagram, she acknowledged her mother's video and reflected on her own struggles in maintaining a sense of normalcy amidst fame. "I love my mom, but this has been hard for me," she wrote. "I've tried to do everything right, But sometimes I wonder if I'm losing myself in all of this. Her words resonated with fans, offering insight into the emotional burden she had silently carried. They underscored the reality that fame, while enviable, can come with hidden costs that even the strongest individuals may struggle to bear. This moment marked a turning point, illustrating that Teyana's mother's concerns were not baseless. They were grounded in years of observation, love, and worry for a daughter whose life had been relentlessly scrutinized and controlled. The situation posed difficult questions. Could Teyana and Iman rebuild their relationship after such a public confrontation? Would Teyana take steps to regain her autonomy, stepping back from the public eye to preserve her sense of self? Or would this chapter signify the beginning of an irreversible rift, both personally and professionally? The story, far from over, left fans anxiously awaiting the next developments. Public opinion remained divided, debates ongoing, and every social media post dissected for clues. The saga of Teyana, Iman, and her mother had become more than a family dispute, it had become a cultural moment, reflecting the pressures of fame, the complexity of relationships, and the enduring power of familial love and concern. What do you think? Was Teyana's mother justified in speaking out, or should she have remained silent? Was fame truly the cause of Teyana's struggles, or is there more beneath the surface? The world watches, waits, and speculates, eager to witness the next twist in a story that is far from finished. This is a reminder that behind every headline, every viral clip, there is a human story waiting to be understood, full of emotion, complexity, and heart.